Hi Soul family, I hope you guys are all doing well and really bathing in the new energies that you have brought in through your dedication, right? You flowing, you releasing, you just having faith, right? You pushing through fear and entering a new world that you've never navigated before, but you're allowing your soul to guide you, to lead the way. You're no longer resisting. You're no longer trying to piece it all together and cutting yourself at the same time. You're legitimately in your flow state. You're just flowing. I thought there was something on my lip. I don't know why it looks like that. But anywho, I channeled like a beautiful phrase the other day and I had to write it down so I can just give it to you guys in this video. But it reads, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm divine, I'm aligned. And literally when that came in, I was like, ooh, bars. I think I'm a rapper sometimes, you know. I feel like, honestly, if I did kind of dive into rapping, I would probably be really good at it because, you know, it's like, it's lyricism. And I hope I'm saying that right. But it's poetry, you know what I mean? And I do have a passion for writing, right? For poetry and everything. So who knows? If one of these days I pop up with a rap video, don't be surprised. Not a rap video, maybe a rap video too. Oh, I could only imagine that. A rap song, but just know it's going to be high vibrational, okay? It's not going to be all that, you know what I'm saying? It's what would it go? I'm like thinking in my head, like, how would it go? Like, it's like, well, I choose my Glock or my crystal, but you're not worth my time. Oh, what? Listen, guys, for those of you guys that don't know me personally and you watch my videos, I am not, like I said in previous videos, there's like this misconception I feel surrounding spirituality where you're expected to be like super, like, just very innocent, I would say, right? That's far from the truth, right? Like, we all have such beautiful personalities, and mine just so happens to be really rooted in sarcasm. And like, let's be real, like I grew up with siblings who listen, I grew up listening to like Tupac and you know, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the era of Fila's. If you guys remember Fila's, you know, Baby Fat, all of that, okay? Like, I was the kid in school who a lot of kids were afraid of, and they would not want to approach me because I gave up, like, gave this appearance of like, don't fuck with me, like, very listen, all I'm saying is, like, they're like, no matter how much I evolve, no matter how more tapped into my abilities and just, you know, all of that, the hood will always be in me, okay? Like, that's just how I grew up, you know what I mean? And it just has a like special place in my heart, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I cuss a lot, I like, it's just part of me, you know what I mean? So anywho, that was just so random, but I'm just laughing because I just got an image of a, past friend of mine. Like one time she had a Glock and I had like this giant like clear quartz crystal, and we took a picture of it, and it was just like, and I think like I titled it like balance. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. This is like years ago, y'all, but anywho, yeah. I also channeled the message of when you chase it, it retracts. When you are being, it aligns gracefully. You came here to be the light. When you heal, they heal. Love is the highest vibration. Right? Ooh, also some songs for you guys because it's been a while. Free Soul, Blossom, David Sebastian, The Lights. Listen to those songs if you feel called to. Trust me, it will elevate your mood. And just, because music is so powerful, okay? The frequency is so powerful. So just a reminder to be listening to things that are uplifting you, right? Not putting you deeper in a hole. And it's okay, like I said, to still express your feelings, to feel what you're feeling, but you don't want to carry that to where it starts shaping your reality. You understand? Like, you have to just sit in the energies, sit with it, feel it, learn from it. What is it trying to teach you? What have you learned from it? And transmute it, release it. And you're a master alchemist, so you know how to do that. But just a reminder, because these past few weeks were extremely intense, but in such a beautiful way, because you have had a breakthrough in areas in which it took you years to try to heal from. That's really the energy that I picked up on, is you spent so many years healing through things, but it seemed like it still had a hold on you. But in these past weeks, you completely alchemized it. Like, you released it. You are at peace. You're no longer carrying it with you. And that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, it's painful. You could have had things coming up that, really were tough to revisit, but so powerful to feel and release, And you are the kind of person that she is so cute and adorable. I love her coat. You're the kind of person that you see, she's so cute, and she's got her tea and she's just walking around with a big smile on her face. I love that. Anywho, I'm sitting here in the parking lot about to get groceries, and my little babies fell asleep. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get that channel message in for you guys and then get these groceries. Because like I said, motherhood does not stop me, right? You got to make the time. Got to take any opportunity that's presented to you. And that's what I'm doing. What was I saying? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. You are the kind of person that you see everything that you've went through and you recognize the blessing in it, the liberation in it, the wisdom in it. Everything that you went through shaped you into the beautiful, powerful, wise, intelligent, loving person that you are. No matter how painful it was, no matter how frustrating it was. My hands are so dry. Let me put some lotion. No matter how hard it was, you're such an insightful, introspective person. You're the kind of person that is not scared to do the inner work. You're the kind of person that, yes, in the past, you could have went through your cycles, but ultimately you always come back to yourself. You always come back to yourself and you're like, okay, what have I been doing? What has this been trying to teach me? Like, you see what I'm saying? And you finally have broken out of that reality, that sense of being in which you're continuously just revisiting the same cycles. Like, you've broke free from that. You're a completely new person. You quantum leaped. You're in a whole new reality, baby. This is heaven on earth. Okay? You are living in the new earth. Heaven on earth. You did that shit. You did that shit. You did that shit. Oh, thank you, Spirit, because I totally forgot about that. A couple of days ago, I channeled a message, okay? Oh, this is so powerful too. That's what happened. I just recorded it on a voice memo. I didn't write it down, that's why. I will say, if you guys don't follow my podcast, if you want to, you should, because I'm going to be posting like channel messages that I receive that I'm just like recording in a voice memo, you know, posting it on there as well. But also I've been really posting on Threads messages and channel messages that have been coming through. So if you guys want to follow me on Threads, you can. Just because you know, I don't get a video in on here on YouTube all the time, and these messages are coming in all the time. So anywho, you hear my baby snoring? Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. So anywho, yes, the message that was coming in, okay, and it kind of made me laugh as far as the reference, right? But the message that came in is, you're like a superhero. You're a superhero, right? Oh, this was so powerful. Okay, let me try to channel it the way that it came through. Okay, you're a superhero. And if you've seen like superhero movies, you know that usually they go through an initial stage where they are, in a sense, doubting their power, doubting their purpose, doubting their abilities, doubting themselves, right? They usually go through a stage of some kind of trauma, some kind of event that really shakes them, that really knocks them down. But through that, they rise, right? And there comes a time where they're needed in the world. And that's when they put, you know, their, not outfit, but like their, not costume. They put, you know, their armor on. You know what I'm, not an armor, but like their superhero outfit. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is calling out because they need them. So they're like, oh, I gotta go save the world. It's time now. And in that moment in which they are needed is also when they are really tapping into their powers and seeing like, oh shit, like I am powerful. Like, wow, like, wow, like, I really am made for this. This really is my purpose. Like, I really am amazing, right? And that's like the analogy that I was getting, is that like, just like a superhero, you also basically experienced that, right? These past years of your life of really doubting yourself, doubting your abilities, doubting your purpose, you know, feeling insecure, going through pain, going through situations that were painful, but ultimately you rose from them, right? And it came to a point to you where you had the awakening, you had the realization of, oh shit, I'm needed. Like, your purpose, whatever it is that you came here to do, it's calling out to you. It's needed in the world. And it's like you finally stopped doubting yourself and fighting with yourself, and you just surrendered and you accepted and you rose and you're like, I am the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you grabbed, you know, put on your whole outfit, you know, you really tapped into your powers, and now you're over here like, ding, 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 like you're really just, you see what I'm saying? Like, I was seeing someone that is like so powerful, so beautiful, you know what I mean? That has such a beautiful impact on the world, on everyone, but you weren't seeing that within yourself. It's like you knew something was there, but you kept suppressing it. You kept doubting it. You kept making yourself small. And you didn't come here to be small, but you had this awakening. And now you're seeing like, I really fucking am. And now you're not lowering yourself. You're not dimming your light. You're not dimming your abilities. You are embracing them because they are of use in this world. It is your purpose. You're meant to use them. You see that it is a gift. It's a beautiful ability that not only feels amazing to you, but amazing to others. Because going back to that superhero analogy, when they weren't tapping into themselves and really believing in themselves and fulfilling their purpose and accepting the fact that they're a superhero, they were lost in the world. Lost. But when they finally tapped into their superhero self, they became so confident. You know, they felt aligned. They felt of service. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing you might be the kind of person that came here for a purpose to be of service to others, but that means you're being of service to yourself. I'm seeing that you're the kind of person that loves to give, that loves to help people. But you were using it in the wrong ways before. People pleasing, overpouring, giving into people, places, and things that were not aligned with you, that were just draining you. And I'm seeing that now you finally have awakened, and you know now where you're supposed to pour that energy into, your gifts, your ability. You know now, you are aware that in the past, you were just draining yourself of your abilities, and maybe this is why you also doubted yourself, because you were putting it in the wrong places, into the wrong things, into the wrong people. In sense, it was just draining you because it wasn't being received and reciprocated back. You might have doubted your abilities, like, and really kind of beat yourself up even more. But now you have that awareness of, oh, this is where I'm supposed to put it. This is what I'm supposed to do with it. And when you are pouring it and using it in the way that you are supposed to, it is so fulfilling. It is so liberating. It feels so good. You're in your power. You are in alignment. Because it's not like you're just wasting your abilities and your gifts. It's actually being poured into things, people, places in which it magnifies. It's received. It's appreciated. It's valued. You are no longer going to be in situations around people doing things that do not value you, do not see you, do not respect you, do not welcome the beautiful person that you are, because you're a fucking superhero. But you know, in the superhero movies, there's like always a villain, right? And there's a powerful analogy in that as well that was shown to me, is like, you know, the superheroes, you've noticed they like have this persona, this mask of, I don't even like to use the H word, but like, I strongly dislike everyone, I strongly dislike everything, and they're just trying to destroy the world, right? But towards the end of the movie, you will see that really it was a mask, because deep inside is a wounded inner child. Like, this person genuinely is a good person. Like, they weren't born into the world as a villain. You know, there was circumstances, things that happened that really broke them, and then they started projecting that pain onto others, onto the world, right? But as the superhero, usually, like, they're the ones that remove that mask, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you. Because the superhero is tapped into love, is tapped into themselves. They see the beauty in everyone and in whom they truly are, not the mask that they wear. And you see the masks. Why am I still lisping? Anyways, you see the mask that people wear. You see beyond the anger, you know, the I don't give a fuck, you know, persona. You see through them. You know where it's stemming from. You see the pain. You see that these people truly are kind people, but they have to heal, right? They have to release. They have to transmute, you know. But in the past, I was seeing that like all you were battling with was villains. And like, again, they're not bad people. It's just that they wear a mask because of all the things that they've experienced that they refuse to look within themselves. You see what I'm saying? And go and do that inner work. It's like you don't wish them well. You're not going to kill them, right? And I'm not being like legitimate here, YouTube. Okay? Like, okay. Before I have the cops show up over here. I heard you saying it. Like, anyways. Yeah, like, but you're no longer going to be constantly fighting with the villains. It's like you see their pain, but it's like it's not your duty to try to save them. You know, you're the kind of person that, you know, in your life, you could have been the ice on my windshield. You could have been very disliked by people. And it's not because of who you are. It's because of the power and the energy that you have, right? When you walk into a room, you're pulling the mask off of everyone. You're, and I actually wrote this down. You trigger those that are hiding. You activate people. You decode frequencies. You see, because you have the ability, you have the gift in which you are able to see through people. You're able to see their trauma, their pain, their thoughts, their emotions. And people, a lot of people don't like being seen. They don't want to face themselves. They want to continue to wear the mask because the mask is what has kept them safe. The mask is what has kept them safe. But the mask is not what serves them, right? Those are the people that usually would be triggered by you. It's like you trigger them, but yeah, I said that right. They're triggered by you. Yeah, like you trigger them. But you understand that now because it's about the ability that you hold. You have a beautiful gift, right? In the past, you might have tried to like dim yourself, lower yourself to try to fit in, or not be too intense so that people wouldn't feel uncomfortable. But honey, you didn't come here to fit in. You didn't come here to put yourself in a box. You came here to shake shit up. This is what you came here for. This is your gift. You didn't come here to continue to add layers to people's mask, put on another mask and another mask. No, you genuinely love people and you care about them, that you want to see them be their best, highest self. But that means they have to rip off the mask. You're the kind of person that also has worn masks in the past, but you rip your own mask off. And you could have encountered people that also helped you rip your mask off, but you didn't run away from it. You know, in the initial stages, there is this like shock factor where you might be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because you created a whole reality in that protective mechanism, right? That false sense of identity. But ultimately you embrace it because it brings you closer to your heart, who you truly are. It frees you. It's liberating. Healing is not a joyful experience. It's painful. It's intense when you're going through it. But when you alchemize it, you feel it, you heal it, you release it, you integrate it, then it is joyful. It is beautiful. Because you come closer to yourself. You see what I'm saying? You love yourself more. You forgive yourself. You forgive others. You release. You release the baggage, the weight. A lot of people are miserable because they're still holding on to shit that happened years ago. You have to release. You see what I'm saying? You can't carry that baggage, but you understand that. You came here to be the light. You hold the torch. You bring the light into darkness. You bring the light and it illuminates all the demons that everyone is holding within them. And a lot of people don't like that. But you're also like the path maker. I hope I'm using that right. Like, you are at the forefront. You're the one that literally makes the path. Not makes the path, but like, what I'm seeing is like this vision of, it's like a bunch of like bushes and thorns and all of that, right? And you're the one with like a knife and you're like cutting all of that shit up, right? Clearing the path. There you go. You clear the path, right? You're at the forefront and you're clearing that shit. Your hands are getting caught up. You're bleeding. Okay, you're going through it, right? You're going through it because you are clearing the path. You're cutting all the fucking thorns, you know, all the weeds. You're cutting through that shit. But it's to make it an easier path for those that are also walking that path to not have to go through so much pain, to not have to bleed the way that you bled. You see what I'm saying? Because you are that powerful. It's what you came here for. You're a leader. You help others, but you help others by example, by just you tapping into your power, embodying that power and not dimming your power. This is what inspires people. This is what awakens people. And the more that you just keep going and, you know, releasing the fear, releasing the doubt, and just pouring into yourself and your abilities and what you came here to do, and yourself, your self-love, right? The empowerment, all the wisdom that you hold, your confidence, this will naturally allow others to also then tap into that within themselves. You understand that what you came here to do was not an easy mission. Okay, this is like the hardest mission. But you wouldn't have came here to do that mission if you weren't able to do that. If you weren't strong enough to do it. If you weren't capable of doing it. You are, which is why you're here and which is why you're watching this video. I'm speaking to you. You did the inner work. You released. You took a leap of faith. You're walking into a world that is unknown to you, but that's a beautiful thing. Because you're no longer going to keep repeating the same cycles of pain, confusion, feeling stuck, feeling drained. The same just repetitive low vibrational cycles. Like, you've learned. You also have healed generational wounds. You cleared that shit so that the next generations, your lineage, doesn't have to go through that. Do you understand how powerful that is? That you're the one that did that. You broke the fucking pattern. The family trauma. You broke that shit. That shit ended with you. It's like all the things that like everyone in your lineage, in your family, generational, couldn't heal from, couldn't break out of, you did it. You didn't just do it for yourself and your own shit. You did it for everyone. So that, you know, your children, your grandchildren, like everyone after you doesn't have to go through what you went through and everyone before you. And that is powerful. That is beautiful. That's why life was so hard for you. Because you weren't only doing your own healing, you were doing generational healing. You were healing shit that family members didn't want to heal, that family members didn't want to face within themselves. It's like you were doing the job of like 50 people. But you did it. You did it. That's done and over with. Now you get to live. Now you get to live in your new reality in which you build so beautifully, so gracefully. You didn't give up on yourself. Now you're going to literally bathe. I'm hearing and I'm seeing like a vision of somebody in like a bath, like a beautiful bath, just chilling in there, just literally relaxed in there. Like, I made it. You healed your nervous system. You went from survival to peace, to enlightenment, alignment, flow state. You are in complete flow state now. You're not trying to control. You are not trying to figure it out. You're not trying to piece it together. You are just being. And when you're in that state of just being, everything just flows and aligns perfectly for you. You don't even have to do it. As long as you remain in that vibration, it all aligns. And that's the beauty in it. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to overwork yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just all flowing. I'm seeing like it's just all gonna be coming in for you. Baby, everything that you went through, all the pain, all the suffering, all the tears, it was not for no reason. I'm seeing like all those tears that you shed turn into gold. (2026) and going on forward, you are not the same person. You're not living in the same reality. You're in a complete different world, a complete different reality, a complete different person. Everything that you want and desire wants you more. Remember what I said. When you chase, it retracts. When you are being, it aligns gracefully. You understand the power, 33333. You understand the power in just being, in just embodying the energy of wealth, of abundance, of happiness, of peace, of love. You understand that as long as you have that within you, the universe has no choice but to reflect it to you. You don't have to go chase anything. You don't have to go chase money. You don't have to go chase love, a relationship. You don't have to go chase, anything. As long as you are embodying that energy, that power, it will all come to you because you create your reality. Side note, because Spirit wants me to tell you guys this. In whatever moments that you feel kind of stressed out in your head, anxious, because remember, you're still in you are entering this new world, this new life, right? So there's still this, your old life is right here and then your new life is right here. You see what I'm saying? So there might be some feelings of fear maybe uncertainty, maybe anxiety, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because you're completely leaving that reality behind, right? When you are feeling those feelings or having those thoughts, you know, meditate, take a shower, journal, listen to some, you know, high vibrational music, healing frequencies. Do your breath work. Your I don't like saying work. I do not like the word work. I don't like the word work. Align with your breath. Tap in with your breath. Right? Because breath is life. Breathe. That was a huge chunk of snow. Gratitude. That just means less snow that I have to get off my car. Funny side note, guys. It snowed so much over here, as you guys can tell. I wasn't expecting it to snow this much. So, also something powerful. Before I start ranting about random things, there's something powerful that honestly I think you guys should implement if you haven't already. And I heard this on a video. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was because I don't take credit for this, but I saw it in a video. And this guy was basically saying, he was like, it's something powerful that he does, that he learned from someone else, I believe. Before you go to sleep, say to yourself, something good is going to happen for me tomorrow. Something good is going to happen for me tomorrow. And then when you wake up, say the same thing. Something good is going to happen for me today. And you just keep doing that, right? Before you go to sleep and when you wake up. I'm telling you guys, I started implementing that in like the past week. And it's been beautiful. It's been things like, for example, I took my daughter to Pop Mart, and she wanted a Teletubby, like a Teletubby. And we went into the Pop Mart. She got the Teletubby, and when we were checking out, the girl was like, oh, like, since it's your first time purchasing here, you also get to pick out something for free. So she got to choose something else as well for free. And she was so happy. And I was like, you see? I also got some food that day that I really, really love and was craving. Just things, just beautiful little things that happen. You see, it's like appreciating. I think like in you saying that, it's just bringing your awareness more so for when the good things are happening to you, so you don't just bypass them. It's appreciating every single thing, right? Finding like a close parking space, someone doing an act of kindness for you, just whatever it is. And it's been happening every single day, but it's just amazing. So it's something so powerful, guys, because remember, you create your reality. You are a creator. You are such a powerful creator. And once you really tap into that power, honey, anything that you want and desire is yours because it already exists. You're just aligning with it vibrationally because you are embodying that energy, that frequency, that vibration. Because you're not in a state of lack anymore. You're not in a state of anger, of pain, of frustration, insecurity, doubt anymore. You're not in that state. When you are in that state, in that frequency, that vibration, you're only going to create things that align and represent those emotions, those thoughts, those beliefs. But when you are in that frequency, in that vibration of, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am happy, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I have everything that I want, and I deserve everything that I want. Even if you don't have everything that you want right now, but you know that you will have it because it is yours. And it all will align when it all aligns. Flow state. You are no longer creating pain, creating suffering, creating doubt, creating lack, creating insecurity. You are now creating love, abundance, happiness, peace, everything. That's so beautiful, right? Because we create our own reality. You are no longer choosing to suffer. You are no longer choosing to remain stuck. You are no longer pouring into anything, anyone that is not in your frequency, in your vibration. And that's love, confidence, abundance. It all starts within. And God sees that. The universe sees that. Spirit sees that. Is that you have such a beautiful heart. And this is why you're going to receive everything that it is that you desire. Because you're going to use it for good. You have good intentions. You're not the kind of person that's going to, you want this, you want that. And you're going to just be really like selfish about it. Very egotistical about it. Like, no, you're the kind of person that wants to obtain so many things so that you can give to others as well as yourself. But you're not the kind of person that's like greedy, that you just want to like obtain everything, all these nice things for yourself and like hoard them. You're the kind of person that wants to obtain all these beautiful things, these amazing things, so that you also have the ability to give to others. So anyways, just to end the video, guys, so first of all, there was so many inches of snow on my car, all around my car. And I had my youngest with me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have to go run these errands. I have to get the snow off, because I couldn't open any doors. Midwest things, I couldn't open the doors. So I'm like, I need to get him in his seat first and foremost before I start cleaning off my entire car because it's cold, So I'm like, wait, where's my brush? I'm like, okay, it's in my trunk. And I'm like, fuck. There was like literally like a whole fucking stack of snow. I'm talking like this much. And I'm like, shit. So I'm like, fuck it, let me see if it's gonna work. So I pressed the button to open my trunk. And let me tell you, it was lifting. So I'm like, all right, cool, right? So I and my trunk, it opens up, right? It's like automatic, it opens up. So I'm like, okay, I get in there, I'm trying to dig through and find the brush, and all of a sudden the freaking trunk just starts oop, and I'm like, oh shit. I thought my hand was gonna get chopped off. Okay. That was gonna be the end of my day. I'm being dramatic. But anywho, I was like, the weight of the snow was literally making my trunk just fucking slam, shut. And I was like, fuck, this is Final Destination shit. I figured it out eventually, and I had to just really put my whole first half of my body inside my trunk and just let my trunk literally rest on my back. Okay, I was literally holding the weight of not just my trunk, but all that fucking weight of the snow on my back. Okay, I do this shit. Anywho, I get the brush. I hurry up and skedaddle out of my trunk. I start cleaning off, his door first. I get him in there, turn my car on, turn the heat on, everything, blast the shit. Y'all, it took me forever to get all the snow off because I had this little ass, let me show y'all. Dang, I can't reach it. Those little ass brushes, and I was like, Ellie, what the? I wasn't expecting that much snow. And I was like, I really need a heavy duty brush because I have an SUV. I'm also short. So let me tell you guys, right now on my roof, there's I don't even know how many inches. A shit ton of inches of snow. I can't reach it. And anyway, Such a random story, but at first I felt myself kind of a little bit frustrated, but then I was like, man, find the joy in it, Ellie. Like, find the funniness in it. Like, it's hilarious. So literally I transmuted that, you know, I shifted my perspective, and I was like, this is funny, you know. And honestly, I love the snow. It's so beautiful, right? And yeah, and I'm really proud of myself because I got all that snow off. Not the top, ignore the top, but I got all the snow off. Okay, and it was a lot, and I did it with a small ass brush. So I'm proud. I am proud. Anywho, just a random story, but I guess a powerful one. You know, is in those moments where you find yourself feeling frustrated, it's all about your perception, right? It's all about your perception. Might as well freaking enjoy it. Why not? Like, I had to get the snow off my car. I can't drive. You know what I mean? If I don't get it off, it has to be done. You see what I'm saying? But I got it off. I changed my perspective, and it actually was kind of funny because I was getting snow all over my face, all over my arms. You know, I was sinking in the snow, and it's funny. And most of all, I'm thankful to even have a car. You know, I'm thankful to have a reliable car that's safe for myself and for my children. So remember to give gratitude for everything that you have. You know, there's people that don't have a car. Like, there's people that have things that you don't. There's people that don't have things that you have, that maybe, like, you know, because sometimes as humans, we're always wanting more and more. This is why it's so important to be grateful for what you have, because there's people that don't have what you have and are trying to manifest what you currently have. You know? So honor what you have, and what you take care of takes care of you. What you give out comes back for you. What you give, you receive. And you'll notice that when you pour love into everything that you have, it lasts longer. Like, I love my car. I'm so thankful for my car. And my car has gave me no issues. I also had a previous car, my beautiful Genesis. I loved that car so much, and it was so divine to me because it wasn't just a car. My brother worked on that car so much. I want to cry because I'm so thankful. He spent so many hours, you know, put so much energy into, you know, literally building this car for me. Literally. And I loved that car so much. I was so thankful. Like, that was like the first nice car that I had. Before that, I was driving around in a like messed up old like Nissan. I don't even know what the heck. But guess what? I still love that car too, because it got me to and from wherever I needed to go to, you know? But that's what I'm saying. Like, the message is like that car, like the Genesis, it never gave me any issues really, besides like the simple maintenance that it needed. And I love that car so much because everything is alive. Everything is energy, right? And when you pour that love into it, when you give your gratitude, trust me, it's going to give that back. Like, I know that, like, and the only reason I don't have that car anymore was because it got totaled. But that's another story for another time, because that was all divine. It was all divine. Okay? But anywho, yes, I love you guys. You did it. Bathe in the abundance, in the joy, in the love of the new life, of your new self that you have created. You're that powerful. I'm so happy for you. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so happy that we are here together right now, experiencing a world that is so divine. Remember, because you create your reality. You transmute, you alchemize. You are that powerful. If there's something that you don't like seeing, alchemize it, transmute it. You have the ability. Love is the highest vibration. You can shift anything. I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I gotta get these groceries before it gets dark, because it's starting to, like, it gets dark pretty early now over here. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I have some other videos. I have, like, I don't even know, I think it's like I don't know, I have some videos that I haven't posted yet. I'm gonna post those first and then post this one. So yeah, because I don't know. I'll tune in and really see, like, which messages need to be put out first. But regardless, I love you guys. And do something nice for yourself today. Eat a good meal. Take a good shower. A good bath. Okay? Like, listen. Nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop you. You can literally have anything and everything that you want, because you stepped into your mother power. I love you guys. See you next time.